Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my privilege to introduce our host for the day. Rashmi is currently Asia's only professional lady quiz host. An alumnus of the prestigious NITK Surathkal and IIM Calcutta, she has hosted close to 1,000 shows across India, Singapore, and several countries across the Middle East. She is the only woman to have been invited to host a quiz at Kuwait for the last 5 years. She was recognized by Business World as 40 under 40 as a personality from India to reckon with. She was the winner of the Quiz Host of the Year 2022 by SMX Leadership Summit. She's been part of this quiz for many years, as she has been part of several quizzes such as Tata Crucible, the Union Bank Quiz, the Rural IT Quiz, TCS Inquisitive, just to name a few. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started. Time to welcome your host, Miss Rashmi Furtado.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my dear educators. Welcome to a brand new season of the World Teachers Quiz, Know It All, brought to you by TeacherTribe.world in association with Grey Caps Knowledge Tribe and Brain Pulses. Well, we have had an amazing experience, honestly a learning experience with our educators in the past 3 seasons of the World Teachers Quiz. And again, in the 4th one, my biggest lesson in this entire experience is that it's not only our students who are competitive, our teachers are far more competitive when it comes to such quizzes. So you stay tuned, you will know what I'm saying as we progress into this quiz here today. We are moving into the first semi-final of the 4th season of the World Teachers Quiz. I have already quizzed with them through the quarter-final and I know how good they are. So we will now get to know them and move into our first semi-final. Our first finalist for the day, joining us from Kodad, the Teja Vidyalaya, is Dhanush. Our second contestant for the day, all the way from UAE, Eminence Private School, is George Fernandez. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, he could not make it today. But we will continue with this quiz as we have other 2 semi-finalists joining us here today. From the Endeavour Academy, Bengaluru, joining us is Gunashri Anuradha. And finally, completing our lineup here today is Kirti Venkateshwaran, representing the Harvest International School from Bengaluru. So these educators who are with us for this semi-final here today have gone through multiple rounds and then reached this semi-final. So they have had a couple of hurdles to cross to reach this semi-final. And from here on, only one educator, that is the winner of the semi-final, will be the one who will move into that world finale that's coming up. As and when you get closer into the world finale, it starts getting a little tougher and tougher. So that is how it is going to work. They are aware of the rules, but for a quick refresher, the scoring pattern is going to be plus 50 minus 50, and it would be single attempt per question. And as I mentioned earlier, only the winner from among the 3 of them will qualify into the world finale of the World Teachers Quiz. So let's see how these educators perform in this semi-final here today. Let's start the first round of the semi-final. Coming up is Unlock the Mind. Here we go. All right, dear teachers, I hope all of you are ready. You know how this works. I have 6 questions for you in this round. They are the visuals that are going to come up on your screen. Along with the visuals, I of course have corresponding questions. Once you press the buzzer, you're indicating to me that you already know the answer, so I stop reading out the question. Please be very careful on when you choose to press the buzzer. It's the risk that you take. It's an advantage and a risk both. It depends on how you want to take it. So let's get started with this round. I hope all of you are ready. The buzzers are unlocked. And like I reminded you early on, the buzzers are highly sensitive. So please be careful with them. 6 questions. The first question of the semi-final of the World Teachers Quiz Season 4 coming up on your screen now. Padma Bhushan recipient and the first Indian to receive the Pritzker Prize, who is he? He's an architect. He's an architect, and this is not a very old news. Pritzker Prize, there's a Z in there, Pritzker. All right, no one trying. Let me give you the answer, ladies and gentlemen. The answer I was looking for is B.V. Doshi. B.V. Doshi is what I was looking for. All right, somehow, I really, every single time I think of, increasing the level of the quiz, but every single time these teachers, they sort of prove it to me that there's nothing I can do and they're always well prepared. Let's move on. I'm sure they will crumble that belief of mine again in the semi-final. So let's move into the second question of this round. Coming up on your screen, here we go. This is a valley in Egypt. It is called the Valley of Queens. Why is it called so? It's called the Valley of Queens. Why is it called so? You can work out the answers. You don't necessarily have to know the exact answer. Valley of Queens in Egypt that looks like that. Go ahead, Anuradha ma'am, she's trying.
Maybe Cleopatra is buried here.
Can you give me a slightly better answer? You're on the right track. I want a little more generic answer. See, I said Valley of Queens.
Yeah, maybe Nefertiti, all the other Egyptian queens are here in this valley.
Plus 50 to you. Absolutely right. The queens, the wives, and also the princesses, and other nobles of all of these pharaohs are buried in this valley. And you're absolutely right about Nefertari. Even she was buried in this particular valley. That is why when you said Cleopatra, I thought I should push you a little more, because I was looking at a more generic answer and not one particular queen from Egypt. Plus 50 on that to you. Let's move on to the next question. I expect a quick buzz on this question. Coming up, here we go. India's first solar mission was successfully launched. Go ahead, Dhanush. She's on the buzzer.
The answer is Aditya L1.
India's first solar mission was successfully launched on 2nd September 2023. What is it called? Aditya L1 is absolutely right. Dhanush getting a plus 50 on that. He gets 50 points on that one. Good answer. And as expected, a quick buzz. Let's move on to the next one. Again, I expect a quick buzz. All you need to do is tell me what this particular place is. It is located in Rome. Visual on your screen. It's one of the famous fountains in the world. It's located in Rome, in Italy. This is a place you know for sure. Because when I tell you the answer, you're going to feel bad about it. It is a place that you know for sure. Oh, they are not trying. Is it the fear of the negatives that is holding them from answering? I will give you the answers, ladies and gentlemen. What I was looking for is the Trevi Fountain. Trevi Fountain is what I was looking for. If at any point in time you do a little bit of research on places to see or visit in Rome, Trevi Fountain would be among the top 3 or the top 5 when it comes in your search results. So Trevi Fountain is what I was looking for. No one going on that one. At some point, our teachers will have to let go of the fear of negatives and advice that they give their own students. They will have to go by that. Else, it will be difficult for them to score in a semi-final or in a quiz like this. For now, let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. All you need to do is identify this medal. It was given not very long ago to Ratan Tata. If I'm not wrong, in 2023, it was given to Ratan Tata. You can simply tell me the name of the country. Kriti, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, isn't it Chevalier Honor from France?
Oh, minus 50 on that. The answer for this is Australia. This is the Order of Australia that was given in 2023 to him. But a good guess by you. You caught on to the drift that I was trying to explain. That is a good sign. You can quickly make up that negative, so you should not be worried about it. Very good guess by you. Let's move on. The last question of this round coming up on your screen. Here we go. From the visual or the river on your screen, identify a company. I'll give you a clue. Think mobile phones. Anuradha, go ahead.
Nokia.
She says Nokia. I saw an expression on Dhanush's face when she pressed the buzzer. She's absolutely right. Plus 50 to you on that. Absolutely right. In fact, Nokia, one of the reasons why Nokia is named Nokia is because of this river. Plus 50 to you on that. Our teachers can give the answers of such corporates as well. Doing very well for herself is Anuradha. Let me quickly tell you the scores, ladies and gentlemen, before we move into the next round of this semi-final. Scores on your screen. Well, Kriti has to recover from the minus 50 that she took. A very good guess, but unfortunately the wrong country. But I'm sure she'll make it up. Dhanush on 50 points, Anuradha on 100 points. They're playing carefully. We have 3 more rounds to go. They will have to they will have to think twice about their strategy because only one person will be moving forward into the world finale from this semi-final. Let's now move into the second round, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to set the pace. Here we go. Again, 6 questions and 6 visuals coming up on your screen and corresponding questions from me. The format is similar to what we had in the first round. I'm pretty sure our teachers are now well versed with the format and they're way more comfortable. I'm sure they'll be able to answer way more in this round. Let's start with the first question coming up on your screen now. Identify this rare metal found in the Sutlej River. Anuradha, go ahead.
Tantalum, ma'am.
Tantalum, she says. The complete question, identify this rare metal found in the Sutlej River sand in Punjab. Tantalum is absolutely right. She gets plus 50 on that. That's a very good answer by her. Tantalum, something for all of us to know. This was found in the sands on the bank of the Sutlej River, and Anuradha getting plus 50 on tantalum. Let's move on. Question number 2 from this round coming up on your screen. Here we go. This is the Japanese paper cut art form, which, Dhanush, go ahead.
It's origami.
All right. I wish you had listened to my question. The complete question, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Japanese paper cut art form, which gets its name from the Japanese words that mean to cut and paper. Origami is the paper folding art and not paper cut art. This is called kirigami and this is the paper cut art. So Dhanush getting a minus 50 on that. I don't think he's going to be too worried. He's a good quizzer. I'm sure he'll bounce back from this very soon. But kirigami, the answer I was looking for. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3 coming up on your screen. Here we go. Why is this well in a village called Kilmersdon a tourist spot in the UK? Kirti, go ahead.
It's famous for the nursery rhyme Jack and Jill.
Even before I could give an answer, I could give a clue, she gives me the answer. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it is believed that this particular well is the one where Jack and Jill went to get a pail of water and fell down. She's absolutely right. Plus 50 on that to her. There are a lot of interesting stories, but this is believed to be that particular well, and it sees a lot of tourists coming to visit this particular spot. Plus 50 on that to Kirti. Good answer. And like I said earlier, she has made up for the negative that she took early on. Let us now move on to question number 4. Coming up on your screen, all you need to do is identify this lady. I'll give you a clue. Oh, Kirti does not need a clue. Go ahead.
Diana Idolji.
And who is she?
She's the first woman cricketer or the noted woman cricketer of India, even before the current players are there.
Plus 50 to you, absolutely right. She was a former cricket captain and also first Indian woman cricketer to be included in the ICC Hall of Fame. Plus 50 to you, Diana Idolji, absolutely right, plus 50. In many ways, she was the one who paved the way for many other women cricketers in our country here now. And also, I'm very sure she's proud of the WPL that has come up as well. But she was among those trailblazers who paved the way for all of that to happen for the women, for the sportswomen in our country. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 5, coming up on your screen. Here we go. This is called a nephoscope. It measures the speed and direction of what? It's an instrument called nephoscope. Something that all of us know. It's a natural phenomenon, of course. It measures the speed and direction of something that all of us have learned in our schools. Probably you have taught in your classes. Something very important during a certain season. I'm giving a lot of clues here. Sometimes the clues make it more difficult. Kirti, go ahead.
Is it rain?
Give me a better answer.
The measure and speed of the raindrops that is falling.
Okay, can't give it to you on rain, minus 50, but I wanted to give you a fair chance because the answer that I was looking for is clouds. Clouds is what I was looking for. You were so close. That's the reason I told you, please give me a better answer. I thought you would be able to work out from there that I was looking for something beyond rain as well. Clouds is what I was looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Nephoscope measures the speed and direction of clouds. All right. The final one in this round coming up on your screen. Here we go. This is an ingredient of the world's most expensive ice cream as recognized by the Guinness World Records. What is this? There is a black version of this as well, which is also very expensive. The black version, oh, Dhanush, go ahead.
This is the truffle.
Absolutely right. Plus 50 to you. This is the white truffle. The black truffle is often used in many Italian dishes like pastas and things like that. It's just put on top as a garnish. I think the black version is what gave him a huge clue, but very well worked out by Dhanush here. White truffle is what I was looking for as an answer. Another expensive ingredient in the ice cream that I was talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed 2 rounds of the semi-final. Let's quickly take a look at the scoreboard and then move forward. All right. Anuradha leading with 150 points. Dhanush had taken a negative earlier. That is why he's back again on 50. Else he would have been on 100 points. There are 2 more rounds. It is still possible for him to work back into probably getting a little closer to Anuradha. Kirti on nil. Again, nil is a good place to be because she doesn't have to work harder because she's not on a negative. So she only has to get positive scores from now on. So let's move into the next round or the third round of the semi-final. Coming up is Think Beyond. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the 4th semi-final of the World Teachers Quiz Know It All, brought to you by TeacherTribe.world. in association with Grey Caps Knowledge Tribe and Brain Pulses. We are halfway through into the semi-final. I have 2 more rounds to go, after which we will know who has made it into the world finale of the World Teachers Quiz. These educators have been doing very well here today, but I still have 2 more rounds to go. It's too soon to comment on who's going to make it. In the next round, you will have multiple clues that will come up on your screen. You have to connect all of them and give me one final answer. An overall answer is what I'm looking for. It's, to explain in simple words, it's something like join the dots. There are multiple clues and you have to give me one overall answer. I am not interested in individual answers that you give me. I will only award the 50 points to you if you give me the overall answer. 4 questions in this round, so keep that in mind. Good luck to all of you. The first question coming up on your screen, here we go. Identify a sporting event. Oh, Dhanush, go ahead, quick on the buzzer.
This is the ODI World Cup that happened recently. Those are the 2 mascots of the World Cup, Blaze and Tonk. Tonk. I think that is the logo of the World Cup, and that is the place where the final happened.
And which place was that?
The Modi Stadium in Gujarat.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. I was just trying to push you a little further. You, of course, gave me the correct answer early on when you said cricket, ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 to be exact, but the World Cup final is all I was looking for. Plus 50 to you. A quick buzz on that one by him, and plus 50 is what he gets. Let's move on to the next question. Again, a sporting event for an answer. Coming up, here we go. Interesting set of images there. Oh, Anuradha is trying. Go ahead.
The overall guess is running.
That is a very generic answer. If Dhanush had given me cricket as an answer for the previous one, he would have got a negative. I'm looking at a very specific answer. Why do I have Guinness World Records and that's Kareena Kapoor there? Why would I have them as clues? All right, taking too long, not trying? Minus 50. Minus 50 on running. Do the 2 of you want to give it a shot? No points, you can try. Go ahead, Dhanush.
Is it something like the highest marathon or something? And
it is.
That is in Ladakh.
Snow marathon, something like that.
Absolutely right. It is the world's highest frozen lake half marathon, and it's in the Pangong So Lake. And the shoot of 3 Idiots, I think the final scene happened on that lake. And the record is basically something Guinness Book of World Records has in their records. And that is why Guinness Records is there as well. So I cannot award you a plus 50, but I wish you had pressed the buzzer a little earlier. But Anuradha getting a minus 50 on that. Let's move on to the next question. Let's take a look at the next question. Question 3 on your screen. You can give me an overall name of a company. I will accept that as an answer as well. Go ahead, Anuradha.
Cadbury. That's the Cadbury village. The Cadbury founder. Bonvita is by Cadbury.
All right. Bonville Village is what it's called. Cadbury is absolutely right. His name, George Cadbury. Plus 50 to her on that. She had a negative early on, and now again she's getting a plus 50 on that one. Moving on to the last question of this round, ladies and gentlemen. I expect a quick buzz. I'm looking for a personality, a name of a person for an answer. Coming up on your screen, here we go. Oh, Anuradha, trying. Go ahead, please.
Oscar.
Minus 50 on that. Minus 50 on that. I need an overall answer. The one you saw on top left is, it's not an Oscar, it's an honorary Oscar, to be very precise. The rest of the clues do not link towards or do not show the direction of Oscar. The overall answer that I was looking for, do the 2 of you want to try?
Leonard.
Go ahead.
Is it Sachetra?
Kirti ma'am, what did you say?
I mean, it connects to Lenin as well as Satyajit Ray. That's what I
Satyajit.
feel.
Satyajit Ray is what I was looking for as an answer. At the bottom left corner, what you can see are the books of Feluda. In fact, I have left the titles of the book for you right there. The Adventures of Feluda is right there on the screen. And the other one on your left is another character created by him called Professor Shonku. And in his books, this is how the illustration of Professor Shonku is. Satyajit Ray is also the one who has received an honorary Oscar. So if you both had pressed the buzzer a little earlier, you would have got a plus 50 on that one. But Anuradha getting a minus 50. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed third round of this semi-final. Let me tell you the scores before we move on to the last lap. The scores, ladies and gentlemen, Kirti is yet to score and move into the positives. Both Dhanush and Anuradha are on 100 points each. Anuradha gaining and losing. Had she not lost the 50 earlier, she would have been in 200 if I'm not wrong. And Dhanush would be, I think, 150 or 200. I'm not really sure of his math, but he would be very close to Anuradha as well. The last round of the semi-final, ladies and gentlemen, coming up is the last lap. Here we go. Dear semi-finalists, in this round, which is the last round of the semi-final, you will have images coming up on your screen like how we had in the first two rounds. The format would be similar and corresponding questions from me. I will have a few clues to add unless, of course, you press that buzzer before I give you the clues. This is the deciding round. It's like how all of you teachers would have told your students, and we would have heard from our teachers when we were younger, that is the last 3 months of your academic year, give it your best and you will get a good score. This is the deciding round for you, and after this, we will know which one among the three of you will make it into that world finale. So let's get started with the last lap. The first question of this round coming up on your screen. Here we go. Connect this to a sporting event that happened in 2023. Global sporting event that happened in 2023. You cannot miss this. India reached a huge milestone because of this sporting event. Easy answer. Kirti, go ahead.
The Olympics.
Oh, minus 50 on that. Minus 50. I think she was trying to say something but ended up saying something else. The answer is the Asian Games that happened in 2023. India got so many medals. Our sports people have made us proud in this Asian Games that happened in 2023. That is why I was trying to push you all towards that when I said 2023. Let's move on to the second question of this round coming up on your screen. This is an award. What is the name of the award? Dhanush, go ahead.
This is the Ballon d'Or award given in football.
Plus 50 to you. Absolutely right. He gets a plus 50 on that one. A beautifully designed award, if you ask me. Plus 50 to Dhanush. Ballon d'Or is what I was looking for. The last two questions of the semi-final, the penultimate one. Here we go. On your screen. This is the Bawabet Dimashq. It has a Guinness World Record for being one of the largest restaurants in the world measured by seats. In which country is it located? And why do I say largest by seats? It's because, if I'm not wrong, it has more than 6,000 seats. Yeah, they have waterfalls, fountains and playgrounds and all sorts of things inside. All you need to tell me is name of the country where you can find this restaurant. Oh, none of them trying. The time is up. The answer I was looking for is Syria. To be precise, in Damascus, in Syria, which is the capital of Syria. Syria is what I was looking for. No one trying on this one. The last question, ladies and gentlemen, the final, the decider on who will make it into that world finale from this semi-final. Coming up, all you need to do is identify this gentleman on your screen now. He's the current president of the World Bank. Oh, no one trying. He's an Indian American, if that helps. Oh, time is up. No one going on the buzzer. They either don't want to get a negative or they are trying to recall the name and somehow are not able to get the answer when required. It happens sometimes. Dhanush, do you have any name in your mind that you did not want to try? No? Okay, all right. Because I saw him thinking hard, I thought I'll just check with him if he had a name and he did not want to try. The answer is Ajay Banga. Ajay Banga is what I was looking for as an answer. We definitely know his name, but sometimes it does not come to us at the right time. Time for us to look at the final scores, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on your screen. Okay, with 150 points, Dhanush Reddy from Teja Vidyalaya Kodat wins this semi-final and makes into the finale or the world finale of the World Teachers Quiz. It's not his first time in that world finale. Let's see if this time is his year and how he performs in that world finale. In fact, he's the first one to make it to that world finale. So let's see how he plays. But we have Anuradha who came very close. She's on 100 points. In fact, she too was on 150. I was actually thinking if she's going to force a tiebreaker, and I'll have to ask more questions to figure out who among them will make it into that world finale. But unfortunately, she took many more negatives than Dhanush did, and that is why she has not made it to the world finale or pushed for a tiebreaker today. Kirti, honestly, if you ask me, she is a true quizzer with learning as an intent in her heart, because she has tried almost every question that she had the slightest hunch of without bothering about the negatives at all. That is how you learn at a quiz, and over a period of time, you develop your own strategies and become great at quizzing as well. She too has displayed a great sporting spirit at the quiz here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Dhanush Reddy making it into the world finale, the World Teachers Quiz Season 4. The first finalist who makes it into that world finale. Thank you so much for joining us here today, ladies and gentlemen. We have only completed the first semi-final of the World Teachers Quiz Know It All. We have to complete 3 more semi-finals and identify 3 more finalists who will challenge Dhanush. And let's see how that turns out. So please join me in the next semi-final of the World Teachers Quiz Know It All. Thank you for being with me here today. I will see you in the next semi-final. You take care.